up Jeff Maher's travel series in San Francisco. Now, already this week, he's featured City Lights Bookstore, SF Winery on Treasure Island, the Blue Angels, and now a bit of a change of pace. There's a park in San Francisco that often gets overlooked, but it has some things a lot of people wouldn't expect to find in the city by the bay.
The constant hustle and bustle of downtown San Francisco can sometimes get the best of you. The challenge of parallel parking is brought to a whole new level on those incredibly steep streets. You have to find parking and battle the crowds of the Embarcadero. And let's not forget about that $90 parking ticket. Yes, it was time to slow things down. And I found my relaxation at Golden Gate Park. The first guy I met was a real character. His name is John Earl, but better known as Irish John. And he teaches one thing: how to shoot an arrow.
People, all of a sudden, they just saw, wow, I really want to learn this. This looks cool. And then there's other people that, I've had one lady out here with her, the guy's wife, and she didn't want anything to do with it until I put a bow in her hands. And she was the last one to leave the field. He wanted to go, and she was sticking here.
You can find Earl and many of his students at the San Francisco Archery Range. Don't worry about getting hit by an arrow. He says you have a better chance of being struck by a golf ball. But Earl has seen some pretty gnarly injuries with the bow itself.
This is what happens.
What happened there?
Dry fire. This is worst case scenario.
Was he okay?
No, he got a bunch of fiberglass on his eye, his cheek, everything. Really messed him up.
Earl says back in the old days, when bows were used instead of bullets, people would dip the arrow tips into manure. That way, if you didn't die from the wound, you certainly would from infection. With that in mind, I drove just a couple of blocks away to check out the bison paddock. It was the first time I had seen bison outside of a zoo. At one point in time, bison were on the verge of extinction. Now they're making a comeback. Irish John reminded me to not do anything stupid.
We had some people actually creep over the fence once. Those guys are dangerous. You got like a Cadillac coming at you. If you go straight, you're ground meat if you get over there.
I decided to not hop over the fence and play chicken with the bison, and figured it was better to leave San Francisco in one piece. After all, I have a lot more of California to go check out.
Wow, Golden Gate Park is open daily from sunrise to sunset. Now, the archery range is free for you to practice, but if you want some personal lessons, instructors are usually on hand there. Prices ranging from about $50 to $100 per hour. And we got to bring Jeff back in. What a wonderful three-part series, Jeff. What was your favorite part when you visited San Francisco?
It's just so hard to tell because there's so many great things about San Francisco, but I'd say my favorite part was being on Treasure Island, seeing the city, seeing the Golden Gate Bridge and that sunset beneath it. You know, our producer Erica was the one who tipped me off about Treasure Island and the winery that was there. I didn't even know that there was a winery on Treasure Island. I'd never been to Treasure Island. So it's so great to get everyone's different perspectives on what to go visit in San Francisco. But she was telling me just now that she didn't even know that there were bison in Golden Gate Park. So, you know, we have such wonderful things around us in Sacramento. And, you know, being from Denver, I've always wanted to be a Californian just because there's so much to explore with our state. And now I have my eyes set on San Diego next.
All right. Oh, I love San Diego, Jeff. Can't wait for that. Thank you so much for those.
Thank you.